Good afternoon, everybody. This part of the course is going to be presented in two folds. The first one is going to discuss the processes involved in creating a test course on Blackboard. It will further discuss how to create a course journal on Google Doc and link it to Blackboard. The second part of the presentation, which will be on a different recording, is going to be introducing the student or taking the student through the course and help the student navigate the course components. So I'm going to start by explaining how I created the test course online. First, I opened to the Ohio University website and I opened to the course platform. And I clicked on login to log onto Blackboard. When I get onto Blackboard, I went to organizations and then I went to organization catalog. So from organization catalog, you type in, so you make sure that you have name and content as default. Then you put in create test course. So I typed in create test course and then I go to go and it takes me to create a test quickly. So I click on it. So you make sure what you do is you make sure that you hover your cursor to this point where you have an option. So you click on it and then you go to enroll and then this is you enroll the test course. So then you click submit and then you go to OK. Then it brings you to this menu where you have create test course. So you press on it or you click on it and then you have a drop box that says name your test course. You name it and then you go to submit and your text is created. For the purpose of this assignment, I have already created a course. I created a course and I code name the course EDCT 4010 System Analysis and Design in Education Technology. When I created it, it came down to the last part of all the courses that I have taken part in or have registered. But I clicked on this star button. Once I clicked on it, this way, it became a priority. So it went to the top of the courses. So once I did that, it just came to the top here. So we are coming to navigate or we are coming to go into the course and see the other things that I have created. So you hit on the course and then you start using the resources. So get started. Get started is where I entered and then I went to create content. There is create assessment where you can create a test survey assessment. Then there's a tool where you can create discussion board, group, and others. I came to the manual entry text box and I started creating all the sources that I have here, all the information or the components that I have. So I have the course syllabus as the first showing. I have the course description. I have the course material that is going to be used. And then I have this general class journal link. This takes us to the class journal where all the information that are found here can also be found in the class journal. This is a Google link, but I was able to create a link through the tools. And then I inserted the link and uploaded it. So you see this sign is a link that was uploaded from the system. Then I have the class rubric or the course rubric also shown here. So after the get started, I have the announcement where I announce the course policies and instructions as shown. And then I also created discussions that each student can discuss or can take part in this discussion. I also created groups. I had 3 groups created, which will have 3 members or 5 members, 3 to 5 members. And apart from the groups, this course is going to be modeled or is going to be, taught in models. So when you go to the learning models, we have models, the first model, the second model, the third, and the fourth model. Then after the model, we have other components. So if you go to the other components where you have course tools. So these tools at the tools section, you can click on course tool here and it will give you access to enrolled students. So when you click on enrollment, you come here, this is enroll users and this is manage enrollment. So I have already enrolled some people, including Dr. Striker, so that he can monitor and also review the progress of my work. So Dr. Striker is the first. Another mate from a classmate from a different class, I enrolled her so that she can provide some feedback, and I also enrolled Fatia, who is our classmate. I am yet to add other people. So when you go back and you try to use the enroll section, this is how it is. In this Dropbox, you can enter the student's name or the student's ID. Ideally, the ID works very well. So once you enter the ID, you can just click and you can just click search. Interestingly, you can enter up to 25 user IDs at one time, which is very, very, very good. So let's go back to the get started and go and access our class general journal. So the journal class journal link takes us to a Google Doc. In this Google Doc, I have presented, I have introduced myself and my experiences. I've introduced myself, I have discussed my experience, and then I have my experience in online space or online learning. And then I have also introduced the course or the course description, the course that is going, so computer systems analysis and design describes. So I try to kind of describe the course that is going to be taken. Then here we have a student monolink. So this student monolink takes us to individuals or takes us to where individual students can create their own Google Doc and put their discussions on there and paste it for other students to access them. We will go to this later. So let's go down. Let's go down to let's go down to this and see what is there. So over here, I have the class syllabus. All the syllabus that I have on the blackboard is also here. So we can see the class syllabus. You can see the name of the instructor, office hours, introduction. We have the class, syllabus also shown here. And then after the syllabus, you also have the list of the components. So we have the grading, and then the percentage, the division of the grading. So the introduction gives 5 marks, and then the models also give some marks. Participation is also there, and a student makes an A with 93 and thereof. So then I come with the rubric itself. This is the rubric. So the rubric also shows what is expected of the student. So after the rubrics, then we have the class component. So what is going to be taught weekly starting from January 15th to the main exams, which will be February 2020th to 27th. And then the final lesson is the course material. So interestingly, let's go to the Monolink section to see the interesting design that we had. So if you go to the student Monolink and you click on it, it takes you to another Google Doc where students' names are put in a document for them to also create and paste their assignments and discussions here. For the purpose of this assignment, I put Dr. Striker as one of the immediate people who can paste his comment or comment on any other thing that is needed here. I put other classmates as students for purposes of review and feedbacks. So this link, a sample can be this link. This link is a sample that I have done. And this link takes us to the class journal itself. So the journal is what describes the processes that I am going through in dealing with the course materials or the design that I'm doing. So I started the design somewhere 18th November. That is where I started doing some readings and started conceptualizing what I would like to do. And I realized that I would like to create a test course on Blackboard. And so I keep on entering the days that I am working on the project and what I do day by day. I believe that for the purpose of this assignment, I will end here and expect any comment and feedbacks. Thank you and see me in my next video. Thank you.